Hey everybody, my name is Ashley.
I'm Kaylin.
And this is Libatious Podcast.
It's a podcast. We're doing it again. We're starting something new. We're in a new area. We're still trying to figure everything out. But you've tuned in to the Libatious Podcast. That's still the same. Tuned in. I don't know. Is that an old term? Like a radio host says, "Tune in. Don't turn that dial. Don't do it." But yeah, we're here. It's Libatious, and we got some libations on this makeshift table. I don't know if you can see it. Hopefully not, because it's very janky. But I made us some drinks. You gonna grab yours? So, it looks pretty, it looks like a pretty, simple drink. It is a pretty simple drink. It's a vodka lemonade. I put a little bit of grenadine in there, and then I froze some blackberries and strawberries into a giant ice cube. Yeah, the drink is, there's no name for it. I spilled all over myself. I just spilled everything.
Yep.
Well, that's
Here.
Gonna be... Oh, we got a towel over there. That's the one thing about having things laying around. We just
when you move.
when you're moving, when you moved.
Stop yelling.
There's it's just stuff everywhere, which is how I built this the table that we're doing we put together right here. So that'll dry. All right, cheers. It's
Refreshing.
Yeah, it's a summer drink. Somebody's driving outside. I hear it. But yeah, we're here. We're back with the Libatious Podcast. We're still trying to get the swing of things. We're like in transition. We were like talking about it today. It's just like we thrive on loose. What is it? Loose scheduling.
Yeah.
Just like
a loose routine.
We like a loose routine. If our whole days, I don't understand when I see people's schedules where it has every hour of the day is blocked off. Am I talking too loud? I don't understand how every hour of the day is blocked off. Because that seems very stressful to me. Because it's like, well, if you don't get what you needed to get done within that hour, is like, do you continue on with it? And then you just push everything back? Or do you just cut it off? You're like, well, I didn't get it done. I gotta move on because my schedule says. So, but we like to have at least like a range of time where we want to get something done. That kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And we haven't had that for the past like couple of months. So we've been a little stressed. Mm-hmm. It's just a lot of stuff going on. We right when we moved in here, but we also had a concert that we had scheduled for ourselves, or we had bought the tickets like 2 years in advance.
Yeah.
And then we decided
realize we planned to move the
weekend before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of stressful. So we were like, well, we didn't even have time to like sit down and be like, okay, we moved. Mm-hmm. We were just like, okay, time to go to this concert, which was fun.
Mm-hmm. It was so much fun.
But
best concert ever.
And then the month before that, we were like, you know what, we'll be fine. Let's just go to a concert the next weekend.
Then we didn't really, because we forgot that it was gonna be my mom's birthday.
Yep. So.
We had
Mom's birthday.
2 concerts. Mm-hmm. My mom's birthday,
mm-hmm.
which was the same weekend as, the same weekend as the AJR concert.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the AJR
So we had
concert.
3 big things back to back.
Right. And then that we got invited to another party.
We got invited to a mutual friend's
house.
It was
it the house? Sorry.
Yeah, it was their house, but it
Okay.
was a mutual friend's. The angle of this is terrible. I hate it. A mutual friend's. That sounds better, right? Can you move this forward a little bit? I know you have like
Forward?
just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Never mind, I did it. I did it. A mutual friend. I did it already.
Okay. A mutual friends.
We wanted to do Memorial Day, but he was busy, so we did like a late Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
We went over there, and that was fun.
It was
and
fun.
then the next week we went over to another mutual friend's birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
Which I have to text her.
Right. My favorite thing was there were chickens.
They were saying that they're foodies, and they were like, we love trying new restaurants, and we said we're gonna like start doing like going to restaurants together.
We do want to go to restaurants, yeah. Just to get some new food.
But we're terrible at like making new friends. So
yeah. I'm just terrible with keeping up with everybody. Like I got my cousin's phone number like a couple months ago, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm starting to play the guitar. Let's talk about it." And I gave him my number, and then we haven't texted since. I'm like,
but sometimes it's like with cousins is something like you don't talk too often.
I guess,
it's like when you reach out to an old friend, you're like, "Oh my gosh, we should get a drink or something, or we should, and you don't do it." It's like, well, it's been a long time.
I mean, it's the same thing, yeah. Like I have his sister who was at the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She just texted me like a picture.
Yeah.
And, like we were talking before the wedding and all that kind of stuff. I'm just horrible at like keeping in touch with anybody. I'm horrible at keeping in touch with my own family. Like 4th of July, they were just like, "Hey, did we tell you that we're gonna be?" Yeah, I said it.
Okay, I was making sure.
They're like, "Hey, 4th of July, we're gonna be in Cincinnati. Did we let you know?" And then I still haven't texted them back. I mean, they called me, so I talked to them. But it's,
terrible.
I'm horrible with, like, texting anybody back. Also, I don't know what was happening this whole weekend, but, like, on Monday, I had this weird, like, depression fog over me, which, like, just happens every once in a while. And, it, definitely affected, a lot of things.
Yep.
Ashley felt it.
Yep.
And I don't know what that is. Sometimes it just happens and I'm just like, I like get all Eeyore about everything. I'm just like, what's the point? What am I even doing? Why should I even go to work tomorrow? Ooh, that kind of thing. And then I went to work and I was like, I feel better. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either.
Yeah, I probably should talk to somebody about that. Speaking of which, let's talk about our sponsor, BetterHelp.com. Yeah, BetterHelp.com. Make sure you go use our
non-existing
non-existing code, Libatious.
Right. Bacious.
Bacious. Just L-I-B, lib.
Everybody's like, Libatious be like, oh,
you
we can drink.
liberals.
No, and like, no, Bacious.
What about drink? Our promo code drink. That'd be fun.
No,
that's a good one.
It's just
Bacious.
Right. So just like
the Bacious.
Bacious.
Anyway, we don't have a code, so that's why we don't know what it would be at this point.
Bacious.
I'm sure you probably have to work through that with whoever you're doing the code with, but
yeah.
We haven't gotten that offer yet, so maybe one day. But yeah, we're here. It's a new place. It's a new town. And it's just been a lot going on.
Yeah.
Which is why we don't handle it very well. Or we handle it fine.
Too much change in a short amount of time.
But it is a lot of change. And we had like the thing that sucks that doesn't suck, but the thing that it's funny is that we had plenty of time to like prepare ourselves, but we were kind of in denial before we moved. Like the day before we moved, we were kind of just like...
We did a lot, though.
We did a lot, but we were also just kind of like, let's just watch TV, or it was just like we just did our normal routine basically the day before, after we packed up a bunch of stuff, but we still had the couch there and the TV, so we were like,
we left. We can't move that stuff.
Yeah, so it was just funny because it's just like, yeah, let's just do our normal thing, and then
that's how we went through a little depressing little phase.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, you know what I mean?
We both.
I just said you were like, I should have just did something instead of waiting for you to feel better.
Yeah. Well, like moving wise, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, we had that was a whole thing. It's like it's weird because usually we get into our like we both get like seasonal depression, so we're like kind of lumps.
Mine came out of nowhere though.
Hmm?
Mine came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know. Like mine did too. Like this last week, I don't know what it is. It's just like, is it burnout? I don't know if it's burnout, but it's just like.
Probably like if you're not happy with like where life is taking you, you know.
Yeah.
And you need to stay up here. Like you're not happy with where you are in life. It's not gripping anymore.
It grips like at a half thing. Put it up on. No, yeah.
It's gone. But
okay. Yeah. I don't know. Like but it's like, I mean, it's also like a transition thing. It's like we had lived. Well,
many lives.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, your straw was rubbing up against it. But yeah, we had lived a certain lifestyle like together for like 3 years, and then we were in a different lifestyle, and it's like.
I guess it would be like if we really pop out a kid on accident.
I mean,
I think we both be like depressed.
I mean, I feel like at that point it's just like delirious from sleep deprivation.
No. We would be
right?
absolutely delirious, but I think we would be like going through some type of like depression because we would have to stop the life that we like.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true. It makes sense.
Which would be going out.
Yeah.
Whenever we want.
All right. Well, this is the episode where we're talking about like what we've been going through.
Right.
I mean, the last episode we tried to, but that was really just like, okay, we're back after not really recording for
or posting.
Oh yeah, posting
or anything
for over like a month.
My volume went really low, so you're gonna have to up mine because the angle's not correct. Just warning you.
Okay, I can up. Yeah. Ashley's using my my microphone now, so
for now.
I just I didn't realize where we would be sitting. But oh yeah, the thing that happened last week with the microphones. My microphone cable, I don't think we really explained that. My microphone cable decided to cut out and just be completely dead. Yeah, like every time I tried it, like I just plugged it in and it was just all that like feedback. It was super dumb and disgusting. So I last episode I had to jerry rig my microphone into the laptop, like we had done like our first like few episodes where we both were talking to one mic and that was plugged into the microphone or into the laptop. And then Ashley had the normal setup, and then yeah, it's just that was so much work editing. Oh my god, because I had to edit. It's a lot of minutia. There was a bunch of editing. I edited the video and then 2 separate audio recordings, and things weren't working, and oh my god, it was horrible. So we went to Guitar Center, got us a mic cord, and now everything seems to be fine. But we got to get Ashley back to her mic because her mic picks up more and I talk louder than her. So my mic not picking up as much is not as bad for us. So anyway, that's a little bit of the behind the scenes. That was the technical side of why we didn't get stuff out. But also, yeah, it's just you know,
a lot of change.
Yeah, we've been trying. We put some TikToks out. We put some we did the little TikTok challenge of what was it? Your childhood crush. Yeah.
And he ended up with.
Yeah, which was kind of funny. Because mine was definitely a cartoon because I didn't watch live action anything as a kid. Mm-hmm. I would watch Pixar movies, Disney movies, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon. I didn't like Disney Channel because there was too much live action. I didn't like live action anything when I was a kid. I was like, I don't care about people acting badly on whatever.
Right. It's not real.
It's not real. Or yeah, I wanted cartoons.
I want the real stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't really have any actors or actresses that I was that I had a crush on. So mine was Kita from Atlantis. That movie, that was fun. I mean, that was my favorite movie as a kid. It was Atlantis and Treasure Planet. I love Treasure Planet. That was really good. But yours was Johnny Depp, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From Crybaby.
From Crybaby. Never seen that movie. Is it a musical? Do they sing in it?
Yeah, they sing. Singing.
So, Crybaby, Footloose. I was thinking maybe John Travolta might have been yours because you love Footloose. Footloose is your... Footloose.
I don't really like Footloose like that.
You
said I like Footloose?
You said you like Yeah, you like Footloose. That was like one of your favorite, really, at least when we started like dating, you were like, that's my favorite movie or something like that.
Never said Footloose.
No, not your favorite movie, but you really liked Footloose. You don't like Footloose like that anymore?
I don't think I ever did.
Oh.
I think you got mixed up with another half.
No, because you always used to go, tell me about it, stud, like that, and then you like
you mean Grease?
Oh, Grease. Sorry. Yeah.
You're like,
sorry. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, no, that was Grease.
This is it.
I said John Travolta. You should have picked up on that.
I didn't hear it. Okay.
That's the Google ad that's been plaguing me. Ugh.
Okay.
Is he wearing a towel? Is that a towel? Oh no, that's a dress. That's something.
Please, Mr. Jailer, won't you let my man go free?
Oh, is she singing to like an actual... It looks like she's in somebody's backyard right now. She's standing on a car? Okay, yeah. There's a bunch of people around her. Okay. There's a lot of... Okay. Yep. Simply loving me. Oh, she's outside of a jail. Okay.
Look,
is that Johnny Depp?
No.
No, that's...
He's the... What's it called? The
jailer?
No, the...
Ward.
Yeah, he's in charge.
Yeah, the warden. Oh, so these guys are getting haircuts and they're singing also? Mm-hmm. Oh, they're getting all their buzz cuts? This is called... This is Crybaby?
Yeah, look.
Why did the cops and the... Oh no. Wait, why do they have the same... They have the same colors as the cops. They have the light blue shirts and the black pants. Is he a prisoner? He looks so young.
Yeah.
He's a baby.
Yeah.
That's the same way I look at
I don't know where found that movie when I was a wee little lad.
A wee little
lad.
Lass.
A wee little
A lad.
But,
whatever you prefer.
A lad.
A lad. Okay.
But I found it, and I've been obsessed with it since I now almost 30.
Wow. So you like the old movies where they like were singing all the time, yeah? Like Grease instead of not Footloose. Grease.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Glad we cleared that up. So Grease, yeah, and Crybaby. So that's just one of the songs? Is there a lot of songs in there? Is it a musical? Is it kind of like Grease? So they're like singing like that. Okay. Well, I guess I gotta listen. I gotta watch Crybaby now, because apparently that was your crush as a wee little lad.
That's where I found
a wee lad.
That's where I found Johnny Depp.
Yeah. Like your fava beans. I ate his liver with a nice kiat and fava beans. I'm just talking about Silence of the Lambs the other day. We gotta watch that show. We gotta find it.
Or no, was it today?
It was yesterday. It was yesterday.
Was
it today?
I think it was today.
We talked about a lot today. Yeah. We went through a whole political thing today. That was...
I think it was today.
A lot. Talking about guns and stuff. Guns and things.
And things, yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of stuff has been happening politically, but we're not going to talk about that because I'm sure you've been hearing a lot about it.
We're not going to.
Recently.
This is not. Alright, we're not going to get into that because.
Yeah, this is your escape. Come and hang out with us. Escape. Hang out with us when we, while we're just like, this is our downtime, land, you know? Like, this is when we want to, like, feel good about the world. Feel good about our world, you know, like we've been watching a lot of, talking about nostalgia, talking about how we made a TikTok and then and we're coasting on that one TikTok for forever now. We're just like, okay, we got like 600 views on that one.
That's done. Instagram.
Was that Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're at 600. I'm like, oh,
that's that other one is like almost 1,000, isn't it?
We almost got to 2,000 on the
bar
one where I was making fun of you and your mom.
Yeah.
Oh, we're almost famous on Instagram. Wow. And then we just dropped off. Everybody's like, okay, what's the next thing they're gonna do? And then you're like, oh no.
Right.
Yeah, never mind.
That's what happens. You know, life got in the way.
Yeah, life gets you. When life hits you hard, you just keep on hitting back.
Mhm.
Bah. Take that, life.
Yeah, just keep going. Keep going.
Take that, life. This is actually a pretty good drink.
Mm-hmm.
Lemonade, and I mean, I'm not tasting any of the fruit.
Well, obviously.
Yeah. Or I don't know why I thought it would be like like all the fruit in the ice cube would be melting and I would taste it.
That's not how it works.
That's not how that works. I made a table with physics, but I don't know how biology works. Is this biology?
No, gosh.
It's probably chemistry. It's chemistry. Classic chemistry. I have this up, but I didn't write anything down. Anything new down. This is all old stuff.
This old.
This is all old stuff.
The questions are old.
Yeah. Well, the questions, I don't think we've ever answered any of those questions. We didn't answer those questions before. Yet. Or before.
Yeah.
But we've talked
about
all that kind of stuff, yeah.
Singles.
We didn't talk about Infinite. I mean, Infinite was interesting.
What was that one about again?
It was the Mark Wahlberg where he or everybody remembers their past lives except for him, and then he.
That was good. Well, because
they like
reincarnated self thought he was crazy.
Yeah.
Because his memories, I think they came in too quickly, right, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Or
no, they didn't come in fast enough because everybody else, because the guy who didn't want to keep doing that, he was like, I'm a newborn. I remember that I was
He had the curse of never, like, not recovering it. He just he was always aware of everything. So he was like...
No, he said, like, he would wake up as a child and then, like, shortly after he would get his memories back. So, like, it was... the
bad guy?
Yeah.
The bad guy said he was aware of it throughout, like being
a child,
like in the womb.
It was too fast. Yeah, it was too quick, right?
It was too much for him because he was like, I would have to wait 9 months, or he was like, I had to wait to be born, and then I had to like grow up to like, and he was like, I don't. I need to break the cycle. I need to break the cycle. Like, that kind of thing. It's like, okay, shoot yourself with that whatever.
Dead but me.
Right, shoot yourself with that bullet or whatever. It's like, Jesus, okay. Just pause it for yourself, I guess.
That's when I ever get that bad guy's like, we need to break this cycle and it's bad. But it's like, if you don't like it, then it's end your life.
Right, just do it yourself.
Because you're killing all these other people.
Well, he developed that weird bullet that would download your consciousness, which is weird.
Right, and just he would upload it at his home. And
then he put it into his wall of consciousnesses. Consciousness is what's the plural of consciousness? Consciousness? I don't think anybody's ever said it like that.
Let's see.
It's a first. It's a first sentence. There's a Reddit thing where it's like first ever sentence or something.
Plural of consciousness.
You broke Google. It's gone.
No, it's not. So.
Consciousnesses. You just add an ES to consciousness. Consciousnesses. Okay, well, all the consciousnesses. That sounds so weird. I hate that. I hate it. No.
Is Google always right?
I mean, Google caters to you at this point, so I don't know if they give you the right answer or the answer you want to hear. But I didn't want to hear that, so I guess maybe it's a little bit more complicated than that. But yeah, no, Infinite. That was a fun movie. Where I mean, Mark Wahlberg is always Mark Wahlberg. I feel like people have to write things for Mark Wahlberg like that he would do, because he can't. I don't think he's not a character actor. He's just himself in everything. Right? What is it? Conscious. In good conscience, on your conscience. I always have to remember conscience as conscience, which, I mean, if you don't know how to spell science, then you're wrong.
There you go.
Conscience and consciences. Okay.
So.
Is this episode named Conscience?
Whatever Google had before, I was like, hold on.
What's the plural of conscience? That's the name of the episode. Conscience.
It was like necessary.
There was too many ES's.
It was like
There was way too many E's in conscience. Consciences. Maybe you have to pronounce it like that. Consciences.
Can you imagine?
But that movie was but with Mark Wahlberg, I was gonna say, with him as an actor. I don't know if I feel like he doesn't change. He's not a character actor. He's Mark Wahlberg, the actor. I don't like he's like. I feel like he was the same in the other guys as he was. It's just less. No, he's not even. He's like the straight man all the time. He's not even the He's not trying to. He's not trying to be funny in the other guys. He just is funny. Because he's just being like, always, I'm a peacock, you gotta let me fly. It was like, he wasn't trying to, that wasn't a funny line that he was trying to do, but it's just funny.
But how because he's like this macho.
Yeah, he's like trying to be hyper macho.
Policeman.
What do you mean I lived before? What? Yeah, like everything that he does is like, you're lying. That's impossible. He's like, okay, you're like, whichever thing in front of you reaches out to you, just grab it, and if every wrong thing, I'm gonna pull this trigger with the like Russian roulette, and he's like, what man, what do you mean, man? The Mark Wahlberg like freaking out kind of thing. Oh no. Anyway.
Oh
no. Anyway, I was gonna go on a Mark Wahlberg tangent, but
yeah, no, that's not.
Can't do it. Can't do it. But no, if you, I think where do we see that? Do we watch it on Prime? Because it was on Paramount Plus for a while. Infinite. Because we don't have Paramount Plus, but it was.
On Hulu? No.
It was on.
Was it on Hulu?
Paramount like exclusively for a while, and then we were like, "Oh, we found it." I think we paid something for it. Was it on Hulu? Yeah, whatever. It's not on exclusively on Paramount anymore. That's for sure. So if you can find it, go and find it. It might have
been on Prime if we didn't get it for free on Hulu.
Because
Hulu doesn't have the option of Prime, you know?
Yeah, I think that might have been.
You have to get the whole like subscription of the other thing to watch it.
That might have been our That might have been our movie night or Sunday movie night. Oh, they're all floating around. It finally melted. Still cold though. Still cold. That's good. But yeah, no. We've been watching that. We said we're gonna start watching Stranger Things this week. So next episode we'll have plenty to talk about Stranger Things.
One episode, maybe two, because they're all an hour long.
Yeah, they're so long. Everybody's like, "Oh yeah, no, I just watched a 9-hour movie." Or 6. It was 6 hours. The first thing.
Or like 2 hours, I think, right?
That's crazy. That's wild.
That's what they said, but I don't know if they're talking about like this season or like their finale. You know,
they can get away with anything on Netflix. Like, can you imagine if this was like a not broadcast? What is it? Cable, like a cable TV show, and it's like, oh yeah, no, actually. We're just going to make sure everybody else doesn't get their fair share of time on cable television, and we're just going to do an hour-long episode every time. But you have to come back next week. But, I mean, that's the one thing that Netflix...
stuck in my head.
What?
Oh, I just played you.
Oh, the, I already forgot it.
Please, Mr. Jailer.
Jailer.
Won't let my mind go bring.
Was she the crybaby or was he the crybaby?
His name is Crybaby.
His name is Crybaby? Did he cry a lot? Or was he like supposed to be the manly?
He has one tear gone down. She licks it off.
She licks off his tear? Is this like a suggestive movie? What is this? When did you watch this? They were doing freaky stuff like that and you were watching this at what? Like 10 years old? What? Like,
I think so. I don't think I was in junior high yet.
Oh, well, you're just...
My parents didn't hold movies for me.
I couldn't... I got in trouble after I watched...
Look who your parents were.
Yeah, I know. But I got... Okay, so the story is I watched Ghostbusters. I went to school the next day. There was a guy...
Please, Mr. Jailer. I'm listening.
Are they listening? Can they hear? Can they hear me?
I mean, you've been talking for the past, like, 45 minutes, so
I'm pretty sure they heard you. We started...
I know, but I'm saying that they're pretty sure they heard you this entire time.
Okay, I see.
You couldn't hear me?
I gotcha.
You cut me off for the past...
Over you.
I've been talking for the past,
when did I cut you off?
40 minutes.
When did I cut you off?
I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about you.
Oh.
I'm talking about me, I'm talking about you.
I gotcha. Okay. Well, I got in trouble with Ghostbusters because we watched Ghostbusters like that weekend. I came back to school. Somebody looked really pissed off and just stormed in and like kind of like threw his instrument into the instrument lockers. And I was like, damn. Or I don't think I said damn. I think I said I was like, it looks like you're gonna kick somebody's ass. And then because we had a strict no cursing policy in my junior high, my teacher was like, well, we're gonna have to call your parents to let them know that you said a bad word. And I was like, don't do that. I was like, please don't do that. Don't do that, because that's just because I said ass. I was like,
right, and also your parents, even though it's a cuss word, they'd be like,
yeah, it's like, don't.
They'd be like, really?
Don't, please. Like, I was like begging her. I was like, please don't, like, just take me to the principal. Like, let me, like, sit in detention for, like, 5 minutes. Don't tell my parents. And they're like, no. They're like, we're going to call you.
If they even found out that you said ass, they'd be like...
Yeah.
That's a bad word, but you had me take, like, come on.
My parents?
I know they would hate it, and they would freak out.
Oh, no, she called my parents, and then they were like, yeah.
I'm just...
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said your parents be like, it's a terrible word to say, but you called me to come here.
No, they didn't. They didn't have to come.
Okay,
but they just called my parents to let them know that.
That's a bit much.
Yeah. She called my parents to let them know.
What grade were you in?
Hmm?
What grade were you in?
I was in 8th grade.
Oh.
8th grade. This is 8th grade.
You couldn't just wait until like kids, after school. You know what I
mean? People were yelling "fuck" in the hallways. Right. No, it was 8th grade. It was first period. Like I had to go in. I walked in the school. Plaque. Right, it had to be. No, I walked into school. I liked that. Ace. I liked my band teacher. She was my band teacher, but it was just like I docked some points off of that teacher mentally when she did that. I was like, okay. I was like, I thought you were cool, but you called my parents for saying the A word.
Right.
So
when Billy Eeyore was saying the A word the entire year.
Right. You know, everybody's yelling curse words. Like the 6th graders had the pottiest of potty mouths.
Of course.
And nobody did anything about that, but just because she could single me out for saying it, she called my parents. Anyway.
You're like, yes.
Still, I guess I am still a little butthurt about it. But so, and we had these like weird like merit merit points in our planners. Did you ever have that in your thing?
No.
So weird. It was like demerits. So it was like if you had your planner and you had like all of these like you had this like spreadsheet basically of all the stuff,
like a goal type of planner thing.
Yeah, but it was like if you do this, then you'll get a sticker there saying that you did it, and then that's a demerit, and then you won't be able to get to do whatever the fun thing is at the end of the school year if you have so many demerits, that kind of thing. So I got one of those stickers for cursing. And then my parents were like, it's because we watched Ghostbusters.
What they said?
Yeah, because I was looking forward to watching Ghostbusters 2 the next weekend, and they were like, you're not watching it because you got your curse words from Ghostbusters. And I was like,
okay,
that's not it. That wasn't it.
Of course, I'm not surprised.
But so
was it mainly your mom?
Oh, I didn't do the.
I think. Oh, it's off.
Oh, it's definitely off. Sorry, anyone who was trying to watch. We definitely. I definitely didn't press the timer. And the camera cuts off every 20 minutes, so I forgot to make sure that we didn't go over that. But explain. Yeah. That was just the thing. I was banned from rated PG-13 movies until I was
never was banned.
Yeah, I was banned from PG-13 movies. I mean, I never was able to watch rated R movies until I was actually 18. And then the first thing that I ever wanted to watch with my dad was Matrix. And then Matrix Reloaded, the second one. There's a full nudity like sex scene that was very awkward for me to watch with my dad. But but yeah, that's that. But enough about me. What about you?
What about me?
Listener. Or Ashley.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have...
listeners.
That was what you were listening... or that's what you were watching... Crybaby. That's what you were watching when...
Well, I saw you.
I can't believe that she licks
a single... Yeah.
Like,
she was a good girl.
Did she go... Oh, she's a good girl, and then she starts going bad, like in Grease. Even though that whole pivot is really weird in Grease because
Yeah.
it's like right at the end. She's like, "Hey, look at, I
Yeah.
just turned into a greaser lady because I kind of like you."
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Okay.
All right, girls, change your entire personality and way you dress for a boy you like a little bit. Like, okay. I don't know if that's the greatest messaging, but but yeah, no. So this was this episode has been I don't know. It's kind of been a recap.
All our shows.
Recap. We've been watching. I mean, we've been watching a ton of stuff, so we haven't even scratched the surface of what we've been watching.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean, just where we've been, and we're trying to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully we'll be able to figure out. It looks a little bit crazy right now if you're watching. But we're trying to figure the whole setup out. Mm-hmm. So we don't have everything figured out yet. So bear with us. But yeah, I mean, we're still here. We're still here. We're still making Libatious podcast. And thank you for listening so far, like so far into the episode. I don't know how many people actually listened through the entire thing. But if you're listening right now, thank you.
Welcome.
So we're gonna wrap things up. We're gonna reel it in, wrap it up, tie it with a bow.
Wrapping it up.
Yeah, wrap it up like that. And we're gonna get to sleep because it's
I'm tired.
It's actually a school night, so
Yeah,
we gotta get to bed.
We gotta get up at 5:30.
Oof.
5:30. Please, Mr. Jailer. That's what she did.
Yeah, she was doing that with her red dress.
Oh man, goofy.
Let them free. They had all the.
Sorry, go ahead. Right.
Just watching that, the only difference between the jailer, the prisoners, and the like officers. Yeah, they had cuffs and they had a badge, but they all were wearing the same thing. I was like, who's who? It's like, who's in charge here?
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. No, it's this is your line.
Okay. It's been so long I keep forgetting how to end our podcast.
We got to do this more often.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Like, rate, and subscribe. Share with friends and family. Please.
Do it.
Follow us on our Instagram. Was it Libatious Pod?
At Libatious Podcast.
At Libatious Podcast.
Libatious Podcast, yep.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.